You are tuned in to the Vincent Valentine Show on Barcelona City FM, broadcasting live from the heart of Barcelona with the funniest guests and a live studio audience. This is an adult show and may contain strong references to sex and drugs from the start and throughout the show. If you are easily offended, please switch off now. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Vincent Valentine Show.
Good morning. This is going to be our fourth show. I am your host, Vincent Valentine, and it's going to be pretty amazing today. If you tuned in last week, we had our record-breaking show with Jamie Lerner, and it was a bit of a drama. So this week we actually have Christopher Drifter, he looks like a ginger Jesus.
That's me.
Yeah, and we have Alistair, who was from episode 1. If you remember him, we had a complaint.
It's going to be very awkward this episode too, because me and Alistair recently stopped sleeping together.
Have you?
Yeah.
When did that happen? Was it like last week, 2 days ago?
Yeah. He stood me up.
Yes.
Not good. But you're getting married, does she know, Alistair?
That she's getting married? I hope so.
Okay. No, she's going to get married.
Oh,
she knows it.
yeah. She knows that.
But does she know about your love affair with Chris?
She saw a photo.
Yeah.
She questioned me. I denied everything.
Okay. So we're going to do a bit of an intro.
So now she knows.
Now she knows, and she's listening. Is she back in the country?
Yeah. She's.
So why is she not here?
Well, she's opening the bar, mate.
Oh yeah, Alpacas, which we're going to go to later on.
Yeah, exactly.
We're going to start with our first guest, Christopher Drifter. He's done a few comedy stand-up moments for us with Pombridge in the past, and he's got quite a few interesting stories, and we've had some pretty good nights out.
Yeah, we've had a good time.
Exactly. I mean, just looking at your notes from before, stuff I didn't know, but you've got a website, you've got a book, you've got your own comedy.
Yeah, well, for this radio show, this morning I built a little vanity website for myself, which you can go to at christopher.com. There's a link to the show.
Christopher.com?
ChristopherDrifter.com. That would be a good domain name to have, wouldn't it? Christopher.com.
No one's got that one.
No one knows. It was a surprise to me too. No. So ChristopherDrifter.com, and there's a link to Alpaca's bar as well, and Vincent Valentine Radio Show.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah. So I'm trying really hard to look like a legitimate comedian, but the reality is, I'm very new to it.
No, you're very new, but you're very, very good. It's like,
Thank
I remember when you did a first show at Belushi's for us.
Yeah.
It was about a month ago or something?
It was the end of February. So it's been about 2 months that I've been trying to do comedy, and it's been amazing. I love it.
I remember going out with you a few times before you even done it, and I was like, come on, do it. And you were like, yeah.
No, I was ready to go. You didn't believe I was going to do it. You were like, it's never going to happen.
I get that a lot, to be honest, is when I go out, because when people had a few to drink and they think they're a comedian.
I was terrified.
Yeah. Well, I had someone come in the bar the other night, and they said that they heard a lot about these comedy nights and hadn't been before, and he went along and he was like, yeah, this guy with long hair, he fucking rocked it.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Like, that would be Jesus.
No, he's good. You actually remind me a bit of like Russell Brand.
So many people say this, and in a way it's flattery because he is one of the most famous comedians. But in another way, he's kind of annoying.
Yeah. He's annoying, but that's what makes him so entertaining. But that's like you're annoying.
Yeah, no. But at the same time, I want to be, who I am as a comedian, and it's a bit frustrating if I am Russell Brand because he's already done it,
like a clone. A clone, yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to be derivative.
At least you comb your hair. You don't back comb it.
I don't back comb it yet. I do wear very tight jeans, V-neck.
Do you have the history though, the drug history?
Well, I don't really want to say that on air, but there are some frustratingly close similarities between me and Russell Brand. Unfortunately, not in the sex.
So we'll just keep it to the hair.
Yeah, just the hair.
Stay away from the sex. So with stand-up, you actually did your first comedy stand-up with me, basically.
Yeah, you were the man who brought me to comedy, which I'm very grateful for.
I'm really happy for
appreciate that.
I remember that when you get famous in the future.
I will definitely remember that. Well, I already think I'm famous. In my head, I'm famous. Like, when I walk around, I turn my head a lot, hoping people will recognize me.
Yeah.
Doesn't every comedian?
Yeah, maybe. It's definitely it feeds into your ego a lot.
Of course, yeah.
I naturally have a very difficult ego, which I've kind of learned to live with, which is quite nice. But there's a level where I'm joking, about being egotistical and narcissistic. But then there's another level where I just am that.
I remember last time we were out, it's kind of like normally when you meet people, it's kind of like, here's my number or here's my Facebook. You're like, like my Facebook page.
Like my Facebook page.
And I remember you were grabbing everyone's phone and then going to their Facebook profile and liking yourself.
Yeah. I mean, I want people to see what I'm doing.
No, it's good.
It's kind of nervous because I'm not very consistent at the moment. Sometimes I have really good shows, sometimes I have really bad shows.
That's
but
normal,
I want people to be interested, and I want to share.
Definitely, it's going to be great.
Yeah,
I've got some videos of you coming soon as well.
I'm really excited for that. I saw there's a video that we did of another comedian, and it was really professional.
Marco
really
Morganti,
cool,
yeah. Well, it's going to be in the same style as that.
I'm really excited. Well, ChristopherDrifter.com, you can see that video soon.
And not Christopher.com.
No, Christopher.com, you can go there too. It's maybe a different website. I'm hoping it's a porn site.
Yeah, it probably is.
Yeah,
it's
about
probably
me.
It's probably someone getting fisted.
Yeah.
What looks like Jesus.
We can only dream. We can only dream.
Can I ask a question?
Go on.
To Christopher Drifter. Mm-hmm. Is Drifter your real...
What do you think, Alistair? Do you think that's a real name?
I mean, it could be.
Potentially.
I mean, a lot of names historically come from, professions and things. And, Smith is a blacksmith and so on. And Drifter, maybe you would get,
from a family
of drifters.
Drifters, it's very possible. I'd kind of prefer that, actually. I actually come from a very kind of conservative Catholic family. My father was in the military. We have a very common English surname, which is Brown. So my name is technically, if you look at the passport, my name is Chris Brown.
Excellent. That's brilliant.
Which allows me a lot of anonymity on the internet, but obviously when you're trying to kind of get people to learn your name, you want something a bit more difficult. It's just you.
Well, it's being unique, isn't it, as well?
Yeah, that's the idea. I originally took it for my book. It was my pen name on my book, and then I changed it on Facebook because I was teaching at schools. I didn't want school children to find me, and now I've just kind of adopted it.
Nice.
Yeah,
cool. So we're going to move on to our second guest. He was on our first show. He runs the amazing and beautiful Alpacas bar, which he kind of bans me from every week for writing things on his board.
Yeah.
So, but do you want to tell us a bit about yourself?
As you say, I've got this bar down in Bourne. I'd give you the address, but it's really long, and no one will remember it. But look it up on Facebook, Alpacas Bar. You can find it. Basically, a little dive bar in the Bourne area. Very open to preferences, drink preferences.
Oh, okay. You're not selling drugs there, are you?
Oh no.
Okay.
No, nothing like that. And yeah, I've been here in Barcelona for a few years now, and love it here. It's great.
It's a beautiful city.
Met great people, and it's a great city.
You met your future wife last year, didn't you?
I have, yeah.
Yeah.
Getting married in 10 days, actually.
10 days?
Yeah.
Should we do a live show at your wedding?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
Are we invited?
Nope.
He's actually not invited me. I was like, where's my invite? I've been looking on Facebook. I've been looking on...
who the hell sends an invite on Facebook? Actually, I've spent many on Facebook.
Okay. Facebook is my social life.
Yeah.
Mine too.
But, marriage is great. Weddings are shit.
I love weddings.
You've never organised one, have you?
I've never been in one, no,
right,
but I love them. I love being in them.
Organising them are just, it's just an absolute complete nightmare. And
what do you have to do to organise a wedding?
Well, not that much, actually, which is why you'd think, what do you got to do? You've got to get some music together, you've got to get a catering company, find a place, that's about it, right? Put some money down. But then, that's when it's the guests. The guests are the problem. That I can't poo in a portaloo or something. I need a proper toilet. Mm-hmm. Okay, we'll get that for you.
People with their needs.
Yeah,
Christ.
I don't eat fish. I don't eat this. I don't eat tapas. All right, you're having it in Spain, okay, and that's generally everything.
It's gonna be tapas.
Everyone's special needs, and it just comes out in the end that everyone has special needs, which is
everyone's got special
everyone
needs.
Has special needs.
It's a special needs wedding.
It's a special needs world.
No, it's a free event. You need to say come on. No.
Well, I mean,
it's like thank you for coming to the weading, but don't be so picky.
I'll say it on the night, and now everyone's probably heard it, but. Stop being such dicks.
No one's going to come to your wedding now. You've insulted all of them.
He'll be calling us two up. Right. Please come.
That's all right. I'll keep the booze and sell it in the bar. It's fine.
That's good.
I love weddings. I'd love to come to your wedding. For me, it's so lovely, so beautiful.
Are you looking for an invite?
Yeah, I am.
And also he's looking to get laid probably as well.
Weddings are a great place for that too. Yeah.
Well, I mean, it depends. How old are you? Sorry, Chris.
I'm 25 years of age.
25. Okay, so that's. I'm 33. I used to think that about weddings. Okay. So I've been to a few now.
Yeah.
And but you get to, I reckon, about the age of 28 or so, 29, when you start getting to these things. Mm-hmm. Everyone's hitched.
Oh yeah.
That's the problem. And you're just.
It's like the wedding crowd.
Yeah, and you end up on the losers' table, if not the children's table.
Yeah. Whoa. Children's table.
They're all their children.
Oh, the single children.
You can't get laid on the children's table. Yeah.
They're all single.
The special needs
single children.
Yeah.
They're all single. You were looking for a partner. There you go. They can dance on your feet.
That's the classic wedding thing, isn't it? Yeah. Exactly. Get the kids to dance on your feet.
He's ruining my shoes.
Look meaningfully at the people. No. Yeah. Okay.
Dance like your granddad.
Anyways, yeah. So as you know,
anyway, congratulations.
Really looking forward to it.
No, it's going to be really, really good.
No, it will be good. It will be good.
I've met your fiancée a few times. I'm sure she hates me sometimes because we're taking up your time. But no, she's a lovely lady.
She is.
She's really nice.
We're very much looking forward to being married.
Do you think anything will change?
Nope.
So what was the point?
Well, I thought exactly. I mean, that's what I thought. But you thought, we have a big party for everyone. Yeah. But then, I'm telling everyone out there, don't you sleep with me no more. No, it's nice. You walk around. I mean, walk around with a certain empowerment. I've got a ring on my finger. I've accomplished something in my life. Yeah. I've found the person that I want to spend my life with.
You've convinced someone to do it.
What have you done?
Yeah, well, not that.
I'm still looking, aren't you?
No, he gives people his Facebook page to like. That's his thing.
Still looking. I mean, that's what happens. Girls are like, they see a guy without a ring on their finger, and they're like, still looking, are you?
Yeah, and then they see a guy with a ring.
And they think, wow, he's got something to offer.
He's convinced a female. He must have some money because he's paid for a wedding.
Or money, or
So really, your only reason you're getting married is so you can have more female attention.
Yeah, exactly. You're going to be.
That's your hope here.
Just going to drink some of my wine now.
Anyway,
drinks wine meaningfully.
We're going to have a little break and we'll be back in 4 or 5 minutes. Thanks for tuning in to Barcelona City FM, the home of the Vincent Valentine Show, episode 4 with Christopher Drifter. Welcome back, Christopher.
Thank you. It feels so good to be in your home.
It's my little home.
Yeah, it's lovely.
This might be our last time here, by the way.
Oh, that's a shame. Why? What's happening?
We're going to move it to a new venue. We're going to be on as a live show.
Do you know where the venue will be?
Not yet. I know kind of where it is, but I just need to smooth out some kinks before I announce it. But yeah,
sounds kinky.
It should be either tonight or tomorrow or the day after. We'll soon see.
Perfect.
Well, I've got 3 venues who are like wanting me to bring the show to the bar, but we need technology, we need devices, we need good internet, and it's hard to find a place that has all of that.
Okay. Well, if there's a venue out there that has those things, maybe they should contact you.
Exactly. That's what.
How could they do that?
Just go to the Vincent Valentine Show on Facebook. You can go to iTunes and see the show there, but you can't contact me through iTunes. So if you go into Twitter or Instagram, it's at the Valentine Show.
So that's at the Valentine Show.
Yeah, for Instagram, for Twitter, for Periscope.
It's very memorable.
Is that easy?
Yeah,
nice and easy.
The Valentine Show.
VV.
VV, yeah.
VV.
I can't put Vincent Valentine Show because it's too long.
You have a lot of problems with that, don't you? Things being too long.
I wish that was my problem. My girlfriend's here and she's laughing right now because she knows how small my penis is. Mrs. Pumpage in the house.
Pumpage is dead. Pumpage is dead.
I know it is.
Long
it's all
live Pumpage.
Yeah. It ended last week.
Yeah, it's a shame. That was how I became a comedian, Pumpage. It made me who I am.
I know, but the thing is it was my first baby. So it is.
And you always kill the first one through some kind of, mistakes.
Exactly. Drop the baby.
Drop the baby. The baby's on fire. I've been through 3 babies now, It's no problem.
I'll take him to Alistair's wedding and put him on the single kids table.
Big mistake. When you see your kid on the single kids table.
Or the mixed buffet.
The mixed buffet. Sounds a little racist, don't you think? The mix. Can't you just call it the buffet?
Yeah, why does it have to be mixed?
Well, I mean, there's lots of things that some people can't eat and some people can eat.
I don't believe in segregating foods.
Well, the Jewish would
Ooh.
You wouldn't get a Jewish person eating some beef with or some pork.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, you don't even know your religions, do you?
Cooks on the same frying pan as some beef, would you?
That's true. No, you're right. Maybe there are some times in which segregation is appropriate.
It is. It is needed.
Yeah. Well, I never thought I'd say those words.
Yes. But yeah, your bar, we're going to talk about it again because we've had some good drunken nights at your bar. I remember one night with Christopher, we were out, we did a comedy show, we came to yours and we had quite a few people. And you decided to put a deck of cards on the table.
And a bottle of alcohol.
Yeah, well, it ended up being 2 bottles in the end.
He's a great barman.
Great barman, yeah.
And,
bit of Ring of Fire.
Yeah, it was. Is that what it's called?
Ring of Fire.
Yeah, Ring of Fire. I never played it before. Cards. So we wrote these rules down.
Mm-hmm.
There's quite a few of the comics there, a few ladies.
There was some beautiful women there, so I decided to write the rule. Like if you picked out the king, I think, or the Joker, then you had to kiss Jesus, which was me.
Yeah.
This was my ultimate plan to get the girls to kiss me.
It did work.
It did work, but there was a price that had to be paid.
A big price.
Yeah,
because one of the girls wrote, if you get number 8, you have to do what I say.
Oh yeah, that was.
And I remember she was like, Jesus, you have to kiss, and you got like really excited.
Well, the thing is, I know how to kiss a man. What you do is you put the thumbs on the lips, the hands are open wide for those of you on the live stream, and then you put it on their face, and then you kiss your thumbs. You kiss your thumbs. It's called a stage kiss. Okay, I learned it in acting school. So you do the stage kiss. That's the idea, and then the girls think that you've kissed, and then they kiss for real. So that's the plan. That was my plan anyway.
Yeah, that was a plan, but I didn't know this.
You did know this because I said, let's do the stage kiss. And you were like, no.
I was super drunk that night, but not that I wanted to kiss you or anything. It was just, you kind of like pecked me on the cheek, and the girl was like, no, French kiss.
Okay.
And yeah.
Well, what did you do?
I kind of wrapped my lips around my teeth.
And you opened your mouth like a dying old woman. You were like a Dementor from Harry Potter trying to suck my soul away. And you leered up to me, and then you like forced your lips onto my... And I don't know why, but I imitated you, so my lips were also stretched over my teeth, and I had a gaping mouth. And then you like blew 3 times into my mouth. It was like when you're really young and you don't know what kissing is, and you try and do something that looks the same as in the movies.
Well, my first kiss.
Okay.
My head started bleeding.
What? What? I don't feel like this is a kiss. What happened?
No. Well, earlier that day, I had actually dropped something on my head, and cut my head open.
Okay.
But I had a party to go to that night.
I see.
And I knew there were going to be lots of girls there and everything, mm-hmm. and so I just walked myself to the hospital, and because I didn't want to tell my parents.
Okay, yeah.
Anyway, the reason something cracked my head open was because I was reaching for my dad's whiskey.
Ah, okay.
And got back from the hospital when they'd glued my head together, or a couple of stitches or something, and then me and my friend, I still got the bottle of whiskey. Mm-hmm. It was fine. Necked it. Went to the party. Didn't know that alcohol thins the blood.
Yeah, of course.
Opens wounds. Uh-huh. And then I was getting out on my first kiss with this girl, kissing much like you guys just described.
For sure. Just blowing and licking.
Yeah, blowing and licking and everything.
I did not lick.
There was no licking in our kiss. But
I felt something warm coming down my face. And I was wondering, is it meant to feel like this? I mean, wow, what's going on?
Is this an ejaculation?
Feels like my head is bleeding. As it was bleeding.
Yeah.
And anyway, and then the girl noticed, screamed, ran away. And I'm pretty sure that was her first kiss as well.
Wow.
So she probably ran home and...
She never kissed again.
She was probably bleeding.
She's probably a lesbian now. She ran, she ran home and went like, Daddy, I kissed a boy and my head started, I made his head bleed.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's called an erection.
Yeah, the blood shouldn't be going to that part of your body, Alistair. That's not a good sign.
Well, I think it was filling up too much in that part of the body. It's like a glass, you know.
Yeah.
It's got to overflow somewhere.
For sure, yeah. Actually, I've got a good head bleeding story as well. I was 5 years of age. I was walking in the garden with a lollipop. I was just enjoying my lollipop, and my father tried to swat a wasp with a pole, missed the wasp, and got me right in the head, causing me to immediately cracked open my skull.
Are you sure there was a wasp?
Yeah, I imagine. I can only hope that there was a wasp. And,
there was a wasp, I swear.
Yeah. And then my head was literally spurting fountains of blood, so I'm told. Maybe an exaggeration by my mother. And we lived in Belgium at the time. We didn't know where the hospital was. Like, I was like crying, my mother was crying, my dad was like shocked from what he'd done. And we all piled into the car and just drove randomly for about like 15 minutes out of panic. Yeah, we had no idea where we were going.
15 minutes in Belgium, you end up in Holland.
Yeah, basically, yeah. And then there was this cyclist, and I imagine it was a beautiful day, this cyclist just cycling along, all happy, enjoying the nature. And then suddenly this car of people stops and winds down the window. Everyone's crying and shouting, like, where is the hospital? Where is the hospital? Just like blood everywhere.
Lovely.
It was pretty good.
Lovely. And you're sure there was a wasp?
I don't know about the wasp.
Well, you didn't do anything to piss off your father earlier?
I pissed off my father quite a lot. We're very different people, but I don't think he would resort to hitting me in the head with a pole.
That's not good.
Yeah, I can only hope.
It's like a complaint. One of my favourite complaints was the first episode of the Vincent Valentine Show. We all turned up. I must have had about 2 litres of beer. And I was told, you can't say this, you can't do this, you can't say this, you can't do any racism, you can't do anything, which is fine. But then we got the first complaint, and I'm not going to lie to you, I was shitting myself, because obviously I want to have a good impression for the radio show.
Sorry, what were you doing to yourself?
Shitting himself.
Shitting myself.
Oh, okay.
You're allowed to say that word.
Oh, was that one? Okay.
Yeah, and turns out it was Alistair.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And
telling another one of my first-time stories. It's not the first time. It was first Vincent Valentine Show. First time. The story was first time I wanked. Just told about my first kiss. Mm-hmm. Anyway, yeah, some moron complains.
Well, it was about incest because...
Well, he complained about incest, but he obviously wasn't listening to the story.
Yeah.
It was about an innocent child masturbating in a bath, thinking that maybe this will result in his mother getting pregnant because she wants to use the same water as him in the bath.
Yeah. I can't see any incest in that story.
No incest.
No, zero incest. But yeah, it was quite nerve-wracking. But no, it's like I spoke to the boss man here, and it's fine. Got no more complaints.
No more complaints.
He's actually
in a way, that's a shame.
Right now, he's grabbing my ass.
I think complaints are probably good, isn't it?
Am I allowed to have an erection on the radio?
You want to be controversial.
Hey, any publicity is good publicity, right?
Yeah. Just don't make my arse bleed.
This isn't your first kiss, Vinny, I hope.
It was, actually. I've kissed my son before, but not like that. So.
Well, back to incest. Oh, dear. Oh, no.
One of the sensitive subjects, Alistair just slapped himself in the head. I own a big group of expats in...
Really? You own people? I thought we stopped doing that. I thought we agreed not to own people anymore.
Being a dictator, when I lived in Malaga, I had this group. I'm not going to name it.
Were they of any particular ethnicity? Was it like a racist owning?
It's basically, it was, well, it still is. It was like something like 3,400 members, and it was like a local chat for businesses to push everything.
Slavery,
basically. Okay. And because my name was so unique, because I had it for years, I wanted to be a bit different. So I called it, let's imagine it was called Malaga Social. I changed it to Malaga Social for Giris and local Spanish people.
Okay. So you segregated the Giris from the Spanish people?
Well, no, it's for everybody. And the shit hit the fan. And
what did they say?
They were just going mental. They were basically calling me a racist. I had a light death threat off one person.
A racist? For the giddy part? I mean,
yes.
Or the Spanish people.
Basically, if you've ever been to Malaga before, it is like England.
Yeah.
Yeah, I lived there for 6 years. No one speaks Spanish. The Spanish speak English. You go into restaurants, you go to supermarkets, it's all English. It's all about the tourism. A bit like Barcelona, but not as bad. I mean, Barcelona, you do have to use Spanish every now and again. But in Malaga, it's just it's like England with palm trees.
Yeah.
And so the trouble is it's like a retirement area as well. So you get like 18 to 35, you party like crazy, but huge majority of the population are like retired people, like 60s plus.
God, I hate retired people.
And so when I changed it to Giri's, it's just, you're like, how dare you call it Giri's? And then people were kicking off big time, right?
I think basically let's try and identify the definition of Giri.
Exactly.
It basically means you're not Spanish.
Yeah.
All right. It's a very broad term for everyone, and from there may span off more racist terms towards other.
But it depends on the content.
But a Giri basically means a foreigner.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean a tourist. And then you get people who live here, and they think just because they bought a property, they bought a business, they bought something, they are no longer a Giri.
Exactly.
And half of them still can't speak any Spanish. And the reason why Spanish refer to these people as Giris is because they cannot speak Spanish, because they cannot identify with their culture. And if you're in a place like Malaga where people have to insist on going for English breakfasts,
exactly,
don't speak Spanish, don't think, but you've got a fucking property with your pool and your this and that and everything, what, you're no longer a Giri?
Yeah, exactly.
You still are.
It's not a negative word, and it's like one of my arguments was, it's basically, if I said, you're a Giri, Alistair, you're like, okay, that's fine. Yeah. But if I said, you're a fucking Giri, and if I put a hatred into it, then it's a different content. It's like I was saying with you, like, hey, ginger twat, buys a drink.
I'm not ginger.
I know you're not ginger. That's
so that would make no sense.
Strawberry blonde.
But it depends on how you say the content.
Yeah, of course.
If you're using it for hate.
The strength behind words is important. The intention is important for sure.
Exactly.
But I think, like, in a way, there's like a double. Like when people come to England and they buy houses and businesses, we expect them to integrate.
Exactly. That's
and we demonize those who don't integrate. And then when we go abroad, we expect everyone to sort of be like us, and maybe we don't like people highlighting that we're not like them.
I mean, what's the
because
stereotype?
We like to imagine.
What's the stereotype of an English guy? It's mostly racism.
Racist, yeah.
Yeah, you've travelled the world. Yeah. You've seen this. It's like the world hates English people.
No, they don't. No, the world loves English people, surprisingly, because we've invaded half of it.
Exactly, that's what I mean.
In distant countries that have bad weather, the stereotype is that we're all gentlemen, we drink tea, we like our cricket and our crumpets. And then in the places that we actually visit, the stereotype is that we get very drunk and we have sex in public transport areas.
But, exactly. Like what happened on the metro the other night.
Yeah. Did you see that video? If it was that, what was it, at Lacuna or something?
It was Liceo. I can't pronounce the name.
It was a green line.
On the Rambler, yeah.
It was on the green line, wasn't it?
Yeah, the green line. That's like the least classy line. Like, why don't you go to a classy line, like the red line?
Yeah, the red line connects everything through Barcelona.
Yeah. Or like a shorter line, a bit more intimate, like the purple line.
Or just the end of the line.
The end of the line, yeah.
Yeah.
It's probably a bit quieter down there.
Actually go into the tube itself and actually...
Do you think it was drunkenness or that they were kind of exhibitionists?
I think it could have been drugs, to be fair, because she actually lived her head.
It's got to be. It's got to be more than drunkenness. It is... did you watch the whole video?
I watched the whole video several times now.
If anyone doesn't know what we're talking about, there's I'm sure you can just Google it. A couple fucking on the metro in Barcelona. They were. Did you see how long it took them to sort of kind of find a position where they would actually get in?
That's what I'm like anyway.
And then you see, as soon as he was in, he was pumping.
Yeah.
He was just going for it. He was doing a bit of pumpage.
Yeah.
And he's going for it until it obviously slipped out a bit. And by which time... But anyway, whatever. My question is, like... you can be drunk and oblivious of the fact that everyone around you has a camera phone. Everyone around you... there's CCTV, there's everything. this is clearly not the place to do it.
For sure.
They must be oblivious, or they're looking for attention. surely.
Or maybe both, Well, I guess it can't be both.
I didn't even see a face. Was she a Minga? It was a bit blurry.
Yeah, they're so lucky that they couldn't see their face, weren't they? Because, everyone was kind of avoiding it a little bit. If that had happened in England, probably they'd be right up.
Of course, the police would have been there. They would have pressed
George
charges.
Orwell state.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, we don't have so much CCTV in Barcelona, I suppose.
They would be definitely done for if that was in England. But, come on.
Have you ever had sex in public, Alistair?
Well, even no, I haven't. Well, yeah, I have it.
Alpacas.
What's public?
Well, let's say you got caught. Public enough to get caught.
No. I mean, I've never.
You're thinking of
never
all
been close. I've had sex in a forest.
Yeah, it's not very public, is it?
No.
I lost my virginity when I was 15 years old on Tunisia Beach.
Oh yeah.
And as I was,
bet they didn't like that.
Well, they didn't see it. And I was 15, she was 18, and my mum put loads of condoms underneath my pillow because she knew what something was going to happen.
So why did you go down to the beach?
Because my mum and my stepdad.
Put it under your pillow. Do it in the bed.
No, it's not.
That's a great hint.
No, my mum and stepfather were fucking in the next room, and I don't want to.
They put it under your pillow, saying like, "Do it under the bed. Do it in the bed, not go down the beach."
I think they kind of expected me to like go to her place, but no, I was there. I didn't know what I was doing. I literally did my first penetration, and then within 2 minutes I heard it, and I looked up, and because it was on the beach, it was like two old couples, and they were like, they wouldn't move though, they were just staring at me.
Oh, I'm sure.
And
they'd probably just been having sex themselves.
Probably, yeah. Probably, yeah. And it was kind of really embarrassing for me because it's the first time, obviously, I'd done it. And she pulled the knickers up and went home, and I didn't see her again after that.
Did you get any advice from
great
the old
first
people?
times on this show?
Did you get any advice? The old people, I think I just ran, to be honest. It was just so embarrassing.
Yeah.
But yeah, in public, if you're going to do it in public, actually hide behind somewhere. Don't do it on a beach
God,
path.
mate, yeah. Well,
what is, like, why?
But there are people everywhere. This is like, I lost my virginity very young, and it was like too young to have a place to take the girl. So there wasn't a choice, like it had to be kind of public, there was like a multi-story car park we used to frequent, the classy places.
Yeah.
on the walk back from school, a little spot next to the river.
In Argentina, for those who don't know, I'm half Argentine. We've got these great sex hotels, which basically they provide this exact need for all the people who don't have anywhere to have sex, because it's a majority. It's practically all Catholic country.
For sure.
Your parents aren't going to let you have sex in your home, and due to economic issues and everything, a lot of kids aren't able to leave their homes until they're 28, 29, whatever, and so they've got to go to these sex hotels, and these places are awesome.
I can only imagine. But is there an age limit?
No, I'm sure there. Well, the thing is,
the age limit.
Well, yeah. Well, most of them.
Can I bring a child with me to this sex hotel?
No. Well, most of them are drive-ins. Like, so you.
What? So you drive your car and have sex in your car?
No. You
I can just do that anywhere if I had a car.
Well, you drive in. You get to this like tinted window,
okay.
And someone goes like, "What room do you want?" And you're like, "Do you want the Egyptian-themed room? Do you want the Route 66 room? Do you want the captain's room?"
I'd like the captain's room, please.
Yeah, the captain. Good choice. I've taken it once.
Okay.
It's like water beds and everything. You've got a big helm thing.
Steering. Boat steering wheel.
What do you call that?
Do you have like a dildo hook?
Mate, there's everything. There's
like
condoms on the side of the bed. You can make an order. There's a little hole in the wall.
What do you order?
A toasty. You can order a toasty. I've ordered a toasty before. You can order more condoms and everything. Okay. It just gets added to your bill. Anyway, these places are fucking fantastic, and I think there's a need for that here in Barcelona, so these people can go and fuck somewhere safe.
There we go, we've solved the problem. Great.
Because you're going to get robbed otherwise if you do it on the
Or fall onto the train tracks.
And die, it's not good. Not good for business.
Not ideal.
We're going to have another break, and we're going to finish up the last part of the show talking about a few events here in Barcelona, and we may have a few more stories.
Thank you very much, guys.
Welcome back to the last part of the show. We're going to talk about a few little events here and big events in Barcelona in the comedy community. We have on Saturday, it's Check Yourself Before You Wreck Yourself. Are you performing?
No, I'm not, but I'm excited to be in the audience.
Yeah, it's going to be for professional comedians, is it, from the Czech Republic?
I think they live in the Czech Republic. I'm not sure that they're all from the Czech Republic.
No, there's 4 from the Czech Republic, and the rest, a few of them are from here. Who perform.
Yeah.
It was like booked about a month ago. But no, it's going to be at Les Cuervas, April the 30th. The doors open at 8. The show starts at 9. I fully recommend it. Sean Riordan's running it.
Yeah, he's a fantastic comic
really,
as well.
really good. It's a shame he's actually leaving to Mexico in June.
That's sad.
Move in with his girlfriend and stuff. But he's a really good comic. When he first came to the scene, everyone didn't expect anything, but he blew everybody away. He's very consistent. He's very, very witty.
Yeah,
you saw him headline, didn't you, for Just Kidding Barcelona?
Yeah, he did a very good job. Very funny.
That was last week, wasn't it?
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah, really good. The other one is Burn It Down Barcelona, which is on a Sunday at El Foro. Have you been to that one?
Yeah, it's an open mic where really, really good comics as well, and very well organised by John and Kadri.
Yeah.
So I think they've had 3 shows now, and it's been getting better and better every show.
I've not even been to one yet. I wake up at like 5 or 6.
Mm-hmm. It's a bit classier. Yeah. It's a bit classier because they have like piano music and
really,
it's very relaxed because it's at I think 6 o'clock it begins, and so people are a bit more sober. It's nice.
It's nice. So they had the 2 events this week. Unfortunately, there's not going to be any more Pumpage Late Night Comedy from now on. Yeah. And basically, we're going to be doing a new show in the next 2 weeks. Mm-hmm. Now we've got a new brand and stuff. It's we talked about it before, but Belushi's are going to be working with them.
Fantastic! I love Belushi's. Yeah, personally.
We're talking right now. It'd probably be like 1 show every month.
Fantastic.
But yes, it's going to be great in the future. So keep your eyes peeled for future events on the Pumpage website.
Well, what is the Pumpage website, Vinny?
Pumpage.co.
Pumpage.co?
Yeah, if you go pumpage.co/events, you see all the events on there.
Fantastic.
As my girlfriend's returned all the way from Norway, she's going to be starting some speed dating.
Oh, that's good. I'm single.
Yeah, exactly. Stay away from my girlfriend. Basically, it's going to be from next week. We're going to do 2 days. We've got like four age brackets. And we kind of realised it because I was hosting singles comedy nights and bar crawls, and when these guys were coming to my events, they were like, "Where's the girls? Could you give me some advice?" They'd always ask me for advice.
God, that's a mistake.
Especially for like finding girls. Exactly. It's a very big mistake to ask me advice.
What are the age brackets?
It's 18 to 25 and then 26 to 35, and it goes up to like 55.
All right.
There's 4 groups in there.
All right.
So, do you check people's ID?
Not yet. Actually, it's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
You need to speak to my girlfriend about it because she's going to be running it. But in terms of advice I was giving people was, now, what do you ask a girl? Ask if they like anal.
That's not good advice.
And he was about to ask her as well, and that was 2 weeks ago. Mm-hmm. No, he thought I was being serious.
Well, I mean, in a way, like, it's quite direct, isn't it? You're going to find out whether or not she likes anal at that point. So, maybe you
whether she likes it or not.
Yeah. At least you're asking the question.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's not a surprise.
Whoops.
What would be your advice regarding?
My advice for girls,
to speak to a girl. If someone's not got much confidence and they see good or like,
fake it. Fake your confidence. Go up and believe that they want to talk to you. I always think if I'm talking to a girl and she's still there, probably she's interested. That's what I think. There's a level where I think obviously maybe that's not true, but if she hasn't physically left, if she doesn't look sad, then it's nice. It's
exactly.
Good. Yeah.
So you're saying that once if they're still there, that's the physical attraction.
I don't know. Well, it's very difficult to talk about these things, because I'm only 25, and things change from being a teenager. The way girls act as a teenager is different from the way girls act when they're 20 and 30. But in general, be honest, be yourself. Don't say things that you expect to get a reaction from. Just be yourself. Be yourself is my advice. Unless yourself is really creepy and strange.
Words from Jesus.
Yeah.
From Jesus.
The famous sex icon. Jesus.
We're gonna plug in the other ways to listen to the show in future. We've got SoundCloud. So if you go to SoundCloud.com, look for the Vincent Valentine Show. Go to Mixcloud. We're on there. We're now on iTunes, which is getting a lot of subscribers. We got a few reviews already. That's going great. Twitter, Instagram, and Periscope. It's at The Valentine Show. Facebook, The Vincent Valentine Show. For future events, go to pumpage.co/events. If you want to see the comedy events that we've talked about tonight and for next week, go to pumpage.co/comedy events. Mm-hmm. So we're going to fill in some bits now. We're going to actually talk about, you used to write a book, right?
Yeah, I've got a book. It's called Rules of Thumb, How to Hitchhike and Live on the Road.
Right, so you hitchhiked for how long?
I've been hitchhiking since about 17, so I'm 25 now. And I've done some pretty big trips. I've gone 13,000 kilometers, more than that now, across America and across Europe as well.
And it didn't cost you a penny?
Well, actually, in one of the trips across Europe, I was playing the guitar in a little band with this Italian girl and a German girl, and we had more money at the end of it than we started.
That's really good.
Yeah. It's a great way to travel.
No, definitely. Nice. So if you go to your website, Christopher.com. ChristopherDrifter.com, you will find my book. Yeah, you can get it's on Amazon, right?
Yeah, you can get a physical copy on Amazon. You can get it on Kindle. But because hitchhiking is about, giving and getting for free, you can also get the PDF for free.
Yeah, you said that, yeah.
If you are super lame and don't want to support me.
Yes, and you don't want to spend money.
I have actually... I've tried... The only time I've ever tried hitchhiking, and it was in Argentina.
Okay.
We were in Mendoza, and the weird thing is that we took a taxi to the point where where we could hitchhike from.
Yeah, that's not the idea.
Well, I know, but I was like, we were trying to hitchhike from Mendoza to Buenos Aires, so that's like it's an 18-hour.
Yeah, it's pretty decent
journey, bus journey. But just going down, but you can't really walk alongside a motorway.
Well, you can. It's not recommended.
You might.
I've done that a lot.
Anyway, but we walked for about a day. Mm-hmm. We tried hitchhiking.
Did you have your thumbs out?
Yeah, of course we did. Mate, I've got little thumbs, I think.
Oh, people, they couldn't see the thumb. What's that guy holding his fist out for?
He's violent. He wants to fist me.
Well, this is the thing.
I wasn't doing it right, but then eventually we got to a petrol station and a gas station. Mm-hmm. For those who don't know what a petrol station is.
Okay, that's me.
And we got there and I just went up to some truck driver and I was like, "Wait, do you ever pick up any hitchhikers?" And he's like, "No. We used to."
Okay.
But they just changed, like the insurance companies changed the rules.
For sure.
If we have an accident and you've got some weirdo backpacker in your thing, then there's no payout. Yeah. So that's why we weren't getting picked up anywhere.
That's the thing. Like there are a lot of different laws like that. Like in Europe, a trucker can only have one other person in his cab. So if you're on your own, it's quite easy to hitchhike on trucks.
So
but if you're with two people, how many people were you?
There was 3 of us.
So 3 is like, for me, pushing the limit. Really you want to be one person or 2 people, because people start to get intimidated just by the number.
Just had like 2 in the bush.
Yeah, I've done that before.
1.
Yeah.
All right, he's gone. All right, next guy.
Sometimes
meet you in wherever the fuck you end up.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's lots of different things you can do. Yeah, there's lots of different things you can do. You can normally you stand on the side of the road at a place where it's easy for vehicles to stop, and you wait. You don't walk with your thumb out because that's less effective. People can't see your face to decide, oh, he looks cool or he looks dangerous. Or you can go to the gas station or petrol station and you ask people, can I go there? That's really effective.
Can we do it here in Spain? I mean,
Spain is really bad.
Yeah,
it's really bad.
Well, they've banned the taxiing service, which is in England and all over the world. What is it called? Uber, yeah. Over here you got My Taxi now, which is replacing it. You're allowed to use Uber, but only for transporting goods.
Interesting.
In Spain.
Yeah.
It's not allowed.
Well, hitchhiking is illegal in lots of places, but it's you can still do it. It's more like Spanish people don't pick up hitchhikers for some reason. I'm not quite sure why.
Maybe because they want money.
Yeah. Well, there are like if you go Eastern Europe, normally you're expected to pay. Like Northern Europe, it's not a problem.
We've got BlaBlaCar.
Yeah, I was going to say that. Yeah, I met the CEO of BlaBlaCar.
What was he like?
He didn't really speak much to me.
Does he have a car?
I don't think he does. He uses his app to get like free transport. I own this company, so therefore I can travel.
This is what I do.
Yeah,
I don't need it.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense.
Right, Alistair, you were in a band. I found out for the first time on episode 1, and you said it was kind of famous. Is that right?
No, I wouldn't say famous. I would say famous amongst the sort of expats. This is in Argentina. The expats and everything down there. We had a couple of successful moments. Almost famous band. Got a beautiful track if you want to look it up on YouTube. Hangover, which I thought was going to get it. I thought I was going to sell it to Alka-Seltzer.
Okay.
I mean, like the main line is, "I'm gonna be so much happier when today is over. and it's beautiful, and it just gets...
It speaks to me.
Oh, yeah.
It speaks to my heart.
I sing better than that, innit?
Yeah,
but it was a beautiful band. It was a beautiful moment in my life. You know, we, at the time, had some stuff on, you know, on iTunes and whatnot, and this and that. But essentially, it was just a...
Did you perform live?
Yeah. We did frequently.
Singer? Or?
I was a singer and the rhythm guitarist. Yeah.
Nice.
How big were the crowds?
Oh, we played, you know, I mean, we're talking 600, 700 people times. And
what was it like to get on stage with that many people?
Beautiful. There's nothing better. Well. Nothing better. I miss it like fuck, but you know, whatever. You got to move on.
Yeah, definitely move on.
Got to get married.
I mean, I'd love to do it again, but essentially they were all really good friends, and I tried to move on afterwards, but it was never the same.
Yeah.
Anyway, there's still beautiful to play, and I'd still love to do it again. And you play the piano, so who knows?
Well, there we go. We can start a little travelling band. Me carrying my piano.
Exactly.
Explaining how to hitchhike.
I'll try and grow my thumb.
Perfect. There we go.
Awesome. Well, anyway, this is the end of episode 4 for the Vincent Valentine Show.
Oh, no.
I'd like to thank you guys, ChristopherDrifter.com.
Alistair.
Thank you.
Alistair
Lee again. We're going to head down to Alpacas.
We're going to go down to the after party now in Alpacas, right?
Exactly. So many people.
All of you guys down there?
Yeah, we're going to the audience.
Hey, we're going to Alpacas.
We're going to head down there. We're at Barcelona City FM, so listen to future podcasts and other radio shows go to www.barcelonacityfm.com. Thanks, guys, and I'll see you soon.
Thank you, man. Enjoy your days, guys.